Grand Theft Auto Online got a new update, and I'll be telling you about all the things that Rockstar changed and fixed, and even some secret details that you might not have known about. So we were actually kind of expecting Rockstar to make a change like this because last Wednesday they didn't push out a background update, which is typically considered nowadays the background update day, and the assumption at the time was that it was going to make way for a Part 2 release of the recent security patch, and a lot of people were hopeful that this could solve a handful of issues, like, for example, one of them being the LS smoking jacket not being available on PC, PS4, or Xbox One. And we also saw recently that the QA/STU branch got updated after a decent amount of time. We knew that this is Rockstar's internal cybersecurity measure applied every month or so since their major security breach back in September. But the other day, Rockstar put out a legitimate update that you actually had to download. It was for all the consoles and PC. Now, its size was around a gigabyte or 400 megabytes, depending on what platform you're actually on. So it does vary. So if you have not logged in over the last couple of days, and you probably will have to have a new DLC to download. And unfortunately, the question right out of the gate is, did Rockstar add any new content? Did they introduce anything new to the game in terms of like physical things that our characters can get? The answer to that is no. No new cars, no new properties, no new vehicles, nothing like that. These are just behind the scenes fixes and changes. And we'll be talking about all of that in this video today. So officially, it is Title Update 1.66, again for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. So for all those platforms, they fixed an issue that prevented players from being able to modify the TMO2 Khanjali, the RCV, and the Chernobog in the facility. For all the consoles, they implemented a security update that introduced a new data protocol for GTA Online in order to improve the security of network sessions and player-to-player messaging. And then for game stability and performance, they did general stability improvements. Now, for the next generation consoles, they did more game stability and performance. They fixed an issue that resulted in car windows missing reflections in some graphics modes, and they also fixed multiple crashes that occur in GTA Online. Now, for PC only, they fixed an issue that resulted in players being incorrectly notified that they need to complete the prologue in order to access Grand Theft Auto Online. They fixed an issue that prevented some accounts from accessing Grand Theft Auto Online due to stats having been modified by a third party, and they fixed multiple issues that resulted in some users being able to abuse text chat PC systems. And then more security for the guys on the PC. They implemented a new data protocol in GTA Online to improve the security of the network sessions and player-to-player messaging, and they fixed an issue that could result in a player's GTA Online experience being modified by a third party, including altering money, RP balance, bad sports status, and other player stats, and also manipulation of players being kicked or crashed. And then, of course, some general performance stability improvements. So let's run through the entire list now one by one. So the first thing that they fixed, obviously that's kind of a big one because half the point of the facility is that's where you're able to modify some of those vehicles that were added in the Doomsday heist, like the TMO2 Khanjali tank, the RCV, the Chernobog. So I'm glad that that has been fixed. As far as the consoles and the PC, I'm not sure what this new data protocol is to improve security of network sessions and player-to-player messaging, but anytime those two things are more secure, that's obviously really good, and you want that to be the sort of the status quo. As far as the car windows missing reflections in some graphic mode, apparently a missing part of the ray tracing mode has been fixed for the next-gen version of GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online, as car windows that were previously missing reflections have now been restored, so they should now look something like this, which is obviously how it was supposed to be intended. And then, of course, anytime you fix crashes and your game just not working, That's obviously good. And then on the PC side of things, there were a few more specific ones. Obviously, we've probably all run across that issue where it says you have to complete the prologue, and you've already done that. But it looks like a lot of the things that Rockstar ended up fixing was, again, more continuation of them trying to combat mod menus, hackers, and cheaters in online. Basically, fixing accounts that were impacted by mod menus and fixing the ability for those modders, hackers, and cheaters to be able to abuse the text chat system on PC. Obviously, that can be spammed very easily. And they wanted to obviously address anyone that had their money or RP or bad sport changed in any way, shape, or form, and then prevent people from being able to be kicked or crashed. Now, if you are on the PC and you still have problems with this, meaning your account has been affected in some way, shape, or form, and it has not been fixed yet by Rockstar, well, first of all, you might want to sign on because things might be different, especially after this patch. But number two, continue utilizing and reaching out to Rockstar support, which is exactly where these patch notes can be found. So if you are interested in the full list, obviously, I will leave a link to it in the description. And once you're on there, you'll be able to notify Rockstar support and say, hey, even though you guys are working on this, it doesn't look like it's all that fixed for me. So what can we do here? How can we fix my account situation? And then really last but not least, obviously when updates like this happen, especially the downloadable ones, a lot of people start asking questions, with a laundry list of things that they hope Rockstar ended up fixing. And one of the common questions that a lot of people were asking was, did they fix the auto shop mechanics from damaging the client cars every time we send them to deliver cars? And Insider Tez Funds 2 promptly said that nope, that does not require a title update to be fixed. So therefore, it was not fixed in this update. So that's why if you saw the patch notes and you're like, well, why didn't Rockstar fix X, Y, and Z, A, B, C? Well, that's because a lot of the things they can do with a background update or something via the tunables, they're not going to waste and put that on like an actual patch notes, a DLC that we have to download. That might be something that you see over the next couple of weeks or so. So that really explains why that might be the case. Overall, it's just nice to see Rockstar continuing to update the game. And even though most of this stuff is maintenance related, you do want your games that you play to be securely sound, if that's even a word. I like all the changes that they're making, attempts to shield your IP address in public sessions as well. So all of this I see as good news that Rockstar still views Grand Theft Auto Online as a priority. And not only is it worth adding new content for, it's also worth keeping safe so that players can enjoy when they play the game. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about this update in those comments down below. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Somewhere in between. Let me know what you think down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all that is GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.